This right here may be one of the most iconic and beginner-friendly guitar riffs in all the history of rock. And today, I'll show you how to play it in under 5 minutes. Smoke on the Water is a legendary guitar riff that nearly every guitarist knows about. And believe it or not, it has an incredible background. Have you ever heard this before? And what will happen if we play it backwards and make some changes on the way? On the guitar, it will sound like this. Now, playing it backwards. If we get rid of this note right here on the first fret of the fourth string, it will go like this. What will happen if we only play each note once? And there you have it. Back in the 70s, Ritchie Blackmore, the guitarist of Deep Purple, was inspired by the Fifth Symphony of Beethoven and created this iconic riff. And when I started learning guitar, this was the first riff that made me feel like a real guitarist and not like someone trying to play the Happy Birthday with distortion just to sound a little bit more interesting. This riff is extremely simple but powerful, and it helped me build timing, picking and confidence when I was just starting out, and it will do the same for you. Alright, here's how we will break it down. The step number 1 will be to learn the basic melody, and it's just one string, super simple. Let's go to it. So, for the first part of the melody, we start by playing the 4th string open. Simple. Then we're going to play the 3rd fret with our index finger, and then we play the 5th fret with our ring finger. That's the first part of the riff. Now, for the second part, we start again playing the 4th string open, then we go to the 3rd fret, but this time we're going to play the 6th fret with our ring finger, and then we go back to the 5th fret with our middle finger. And that's the second part of the riff. For the last part, we are going to play again the 4th string open, we play again the 3rd fret, we go to the 5th fret, but this time we are going to go backwards and play the 3rd fret, and we end the riff playing the 4th string open. And that's the whole riff. Let's play it together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and open, 3rd, 5th. Second part, open, 3rd, 6th, 5th. Last part, open, 3rd, 5th, 3rd, open. Now, you have all the notes from the riff, but before playing it with all that backing track and at the original speed, we are going to make the second step. And the second step is that we are going to hum the riff to feel the rhythm and then try to play it again with a better timing. And you need to have a good feeling about the rhythms of this song. So, the original tempo from this riff is on 115 BPMs, and it sounds something like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and that's the speed that we are going to use when playing this riff. Now, we are going to try to hum the whole riff within this tempo. So, let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3, and okay, that's nice. Now, we're going to try to replicate that rhythm on the guitar. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and let's go again. Now that you have the notes and you have the rhythm of this riff, we are going to add those iconic double stops. And it's just trying to play the chords for each of the notes on the G string, just to make it sound like the original record and to give it a more interesting sound. We have two different ways when playing those double strings, and we are going to build it up slowly before hitting the full speed with taps on the screen. So the first way that we have to play the double stops is just using your index and your middle finger. So we are going to play the same frets on both strings, just go with the melody that we learned before, and let's give it a try. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and okay, and that's the riff. Now, if you feel uncomfortable playing this with your index and your middle finger, you can also use your middle and your ring finger and just try to play it with both of those fingers. Now, if you are more onto the intermediate or even the advanced side of the guitar, you can try to play this using a bear, but this time we're going to use a partial bear or a half bear, and just try to press both strings with only one finger, and try to keep your finger completely plain and pressing with force over the strings, just like this. It should look like this. So let's give it a try. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and now, you can also add the ring and the middle finger when playing this riff with a half bear. You go like this. So we play the strings open, then we play the third fret on both strings with our index finger. Then we go to the fifth fret and we press it with our ring finger. Just be careful and not let your pinky finger to go down here like this. Try to keep it as close as possible to your ring finger. Then, to the second part of the riff, we start again playing the both strings open. Then we play the third fret, and this time we go to the sixth fret with our ring finger, and we play the fifth fret with our middle finger. Now, for the last part of the riff, we go to the third fret again with our index finger. Then we go to the fifth fret with our ring finger, and then we go backwards to the first fret, and then we play both strings open. And with this, you have two different ways to play the double stops. There are no excuses if you aren't able to play it with a half bear chord. Just try and use both your index and your middle finger when playing this riff. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of bonus tips if you really want to sound even cooler when playing this riff. And the first tip that I'm going to give is that you can use a light distortion to get a signature sound from the original song. And just go and turn on the gain knob on your amplifier, and if you have any pedals, effects, or even an audio interface to record yourself, then you can start adding different kinds of distortions. You can go for an overdrive, you can go for whatever you want, but try to make it simple because this song doesn't have a strong distortion on the guitar. Just a light distortion to make everything more interesting. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and now, if you like this sound, then and it's going to sound even better when you try to add the palm muting technique. And this technique is going to help you to keep things getting more interesting and your sound to get even clearer. You just need to let your palm to rest over the strings and near to the bridge, and that's the main point on this technique, because it is going to help you to get a clearer and a better sound when using this technique. And with your palm like this, just try to play the guitar and the whole riff with this technique. So let's give it a try. 1 2 1 2 3 and again and can start getting pretty creative with this technique and just try to combine open and mute strings. Let's give it a try. 1 2 1 2 3 and you can even try shifting it to other strings to add your own flavor. And don't worry if it doesn't sound good with the original backing track, don't worry if it doesn't sound similar to the original song. Just remember that you need to get really experimental and try new things on the guitar to gain confidence on the instrument. Let's give it a try. What would happen if we played it on the treble strings? Now, what do you think will happen if we played it on the bass string? Now, we are going to play it with your backing track from the song. Just remember, keep things fun and enjoy trying to play this riff however you want. 1 2 1 2 3 and there you have it. No electric guitar? No problem. You could also rock it into your acoustic and even into a classical guitar. Let me show you. 1 2 1 2 3 and you can even play it into a classical guitar and it will sound extremely powerful. 1 2 3 and learn one of the most iconic and legendary riffs in rock, but more importantly, you level up your timing, your control, and your confidence on this instrument. If you like this one, hit that subscribe button below and tell me in the comments which riff should I build down next. I'm building this rock series based on your suggestions, and I really have a lot of things that I want to tell you on future videos, so don't miss it.